Here, we're going to run through the 19 minions and 12 mounts added for Dawntrail's initial 7.0 launch, and importantly, where you can find them. First, we'll kick things off by running through the minions. The Corn Servant. This is obtained at the end of a series of side quests, which start with the quest The Corn of Necessity in Dawntrial. Squeak the Coyote. This is from the latest PvP series style Battle Pass. Remember, this is progressed via all types of PvP, so things like your daily frontline roulettes are a great way to slowly progress this while also getting some awesome leveling up experience for your jobs. Wind Up Garnet. This is the only paid minion of sorts. This is from the Collector's Edition of Dawntrail. If you haven't got this and you want it, you can upgrade your current edition from Standard to Collector's via the Mog Station. Bluecoat Cat. This is from the Hunt. In particular, the Hunt vendor in Dawntrial. You'll buy this for 800 sacks of nuts, which you can get from hunt targets in Dawntrail, Endwalker and Shadowbringers areas. Ill Kitty. One of two minions from Fates, this one brought for 700 bicolour gemstones, this time from the trader in Yaktel. Noting you do have to get the area to Shared Fate rank 4 before you'll have access to it. Next, the Alpaca Crier is exactly the same. You need to get to Shared Fate rank 4, 700 bicolour gemstones from the gemstone trader in Yuquachia. Next, we have 8 minions added via dungeons. First, Petite Punity from the level 91 leveling dungeon. Then Rorio Rollotel from the level 93 dungeon Wakor Zorma. We have the Speaking Stone from the level 95 dungeon the Skydeep Senate. The awesome Air Wheeler M9 from the level 97 dungeon Vanguard. Ambrose the Unfinished from the level 99 dungeon. We then have Tin Sentry T1, which is from the level 100 MSQ dungeon Alexandria. Noting this one is different to all the other dungeon drops as it cannot be sold on the market board like the others. Then the Mischief Maker from the side quest dungeon the Slayborough Deadwalk. And last in this section, the Tankard Tender, this beefy guy from the side quest dungeon Tender Valley. Next, we have 3 minions from Retainer Ventures. We have the Not So Bighorn for botanists. We have the Wind Up Mammal Jar for minor retainers. And Quetzal for fishing retainers. Now, as far as the information I can get hold of currently tells me, these are all from the level 100 18-hour explorations only. Now, I take that with a pinch of salt at this stage. Normally, new minions when the expansion launches are actually also obtainable from the 91 and 95 ventures. So whether Square Enix have played it a little bit differently this time, not 100% clear right now. Would love to see in the comments if anyone has got any of these from the level 91 or 95 18-hour explorations. Now, the next minion we know exists within the data of the game currently, but it is currently not confirmed as far as I can tell scouring the internet on exactly where it comes from, or if it's even strictly available to obtain in the game right now, and that is the Wind Up Zero minion. Now, we are currently missing, from a retainer perspective, confirmation of a battle class retainer minion. So, it would be quite logical to think that the Wind Up Zero minion is from battle class retainer 18-hour ventures. The thing that puts me off this theory though is that unlike the other retainer venture minions and all ones historically, it's not sellable on the market board, which would be odd. But if it's not from the battle class retainers, then not really sure what's happened to those guys. I don't know if they just get a mix of the ones from the other retainers. Not really clear. As soon as we have more confirmation on where Wind Up Zero comes from, I'll be sure to put a line in the description and pin a comment to the bottom of the comments, so keep an eye out for that. The last minion we have in the game also isn't available yet, but we do know where it comes from, and that is the brushed up Cryo minion, and this will be available to us soon from the next Rising Summer event. That's all the minions, so we'll swiftly move on to the mounts. First up, the 2 mounts via the Extreme Trials. The epic, new to the game, wing type mounts, where we have the Wings of Ruin, which are for the Waklador Extreme Trial, and the Wings of Resolve from the Everkeep Extreme Trial. Really want these guys, they are epic. Next, we have 2 mounts via Fates. We have the Mare Wapiara mount, which is exchanged in Solution 9 for 12 Tokaron scales. These are earned from the fate the Serpent Lord seethes in Shalona. We then have the Tyatia mount, which is brought for 500 gemstone vouchers, particularly the new Turelli gemstone vouchers. This is an absolute beast of a mission to get hold of. First, you have to get to Shared Fate rank 4 in all 6 of the Dawntrail areas. I believe that's about 360 odd fates in total to unlock the required vendors in Tulial and Solution 9. But you then have to purchase 500 of the vouchers to trade for the mount, with each voucher costing 100 bicolor gemstones. So that's a total of 50,000 bicolor gemstones that you need to farm from fates. But failing that, if you're gil rich and time poor, you can buy the vouchers and the mount itself off the market board. Ronique. This is from Gathering, and I was really glad to see this. As an avid gatherer myself, it's going to be awesome to have a longish term goal from a gathering perspective. This is traded in Solution 9 for 100 Ronique Horn tokens. Each token can be brought for 1,000 orange gatherer scripts. So that's a lofty target of 100,000 gatherer scripts to have to amass to be able to buy it. Also available on the market board though if you don't want the slog. We then have the only Gil mount added so far, which is the Air Wheeler A9, which instead of being kind of a flashy Gil spewing mount like the other Gil Sync mounts, is this epic futuristic motorbike which went straight into my favourite list in terms of mounts. This is simply brought in Solution 9 for 7.5 million Gil. Next 2 mounts related to the hunts. First one fairly straightforward, which is the Auto Matois, which is brought from the hunts vendor for 3,200 sacks of nuts. And then we have Dawntrail's sadistic Grindfest mount, which is only for the hardest, grindiest players out there. Fair play to you guys. And as usual, this one is for an achievement for killing 2,000 A ranks and 1,000 S rank hunts in Dawntrail areas. You guys are absolute beasts who have got this mount. We then, related to jobs, have the Outrunner, which is an achievement for getting all battle jobs to level 100. We have the Alpaca mount, which is simply a mount which you get for finishing the final quest in the MSQ. 2 real money-esque paid mounts, the Mountain Zoo, from a recent collaboration with the drink Mountain Dew, which I believe is exclusive to North America and due to end very shortly on July the 14th. Hopefully in the EU we get at least a chance to get this in the future, maybe via a Twitter sweepstakes or something. We then have the awesome Arc mount, which, like Wind Up Garnet, is from the collector's edition of Dawntrail. Again, you can still upgrade to get this if you originally brought the standard version via the Mog Station. And last for the mounts and for this video, we have the Oppressor mount. Pretty awesome guy from the PvP series Battle Pass. Again, I'll recommend doing your daily frontlines PvP roulette to make a little bit of progress on this each day. Personally, if I was going to rate an expansion launch based on the mounts it came with, I think Dawntrail's off to an absolutely cracking start, with the Air Wheeler and the Wings of Resolve and Ruin being right up there with my favourite mounts in the game straight out the gates. Love to hear your thoughts in the comments on your favourite mounts and minions from 7.0 and general observations. And as usual, it would be hugely appreciated and a massive help if you could like and subscribe to complete the duty.